civilization is in ruins. Western civilization is so self-destructive that it must rely on outside immigration to bolster its dwindling population. This is because it was given a trio of societal suicide pills: feminism, the sexual revolution, and most insidiously, infantilization. That is the key to understanding so many of our modern problems. Dans les ruines de la civilisation, je suis Paladin Christian. In the ruins of civilization, I am Maiden Paladin. Did you ever wonder how we could be such a rebellious population and yet still fall into the trap of being told what to love and what to hate and following suit? Because the child's rebellion is very limited. They want to rebel, they don't understand the dangers of doing so. They want to rebel, yet are limited because they have no real power. And deprived of that adulthood, that wisdom, the infant child cannot make wise decisions. Without proper information, knowledge, the child cannot make properly informed decisions. And it is even worse when the knowledge they are given is false. So what caused our society to become so infantilized? It most obviously began in the 1960s. That was the major final push that brought us eventually to where we are now. But it happened so quickly, it was so universally supported by the media, it could not have been organic. It could not have been grassroots. No. The enemy wanted us to be anti-adult. The media wanted us to never grow up so that we would be easier to control. It is said that the criminal mind is much like that of a child, a short-sighted, me-first sort of attitude, without proper guidance or structure. It is also inherently anti-lawful, and that defies not only the social law, but eventually even the natural law. This may seem counterintuitive to the idea of our being controlled, until one realizes the goal of the enemy is not merely to control Christian civilization, but to destroy it utterly. The media is dedicated to sowing confusion, thereby destroying the family unit in its universal attitude of reckless rebellion, and by so doing, destroying the male and female role, and of course the parental role as well, thus perpetuating infantilization. Feminism contributes to this because the female role is more connected to the family. The raising of young, the female body is so dedicated to establishing that bond with the child. The female role, thus, the femininity itself, has been all but annihilated. This is a dire thing indeed, and of course it can only end in our destruction. The solution is not merely adulting, as in the verb per se, but rather because Our conquerors ensured that most of us are incapable of establishing that nuclear one working parent family. Stripping away the veneer of so-called freedom, hopefully at last makes us aware that we are in fact living in worse version, if in some ways, of a feudal society, vilified by the media and our own education systems, our own past, our own civilizations and systems have been distorted into antichrist propaganda. The heroic life of the Christian adult thrust into this shadowy illusion of superstition and atrocities that are half imagined, and instead of a life of real purpose. Best we hope is one of escapist distraction, mocking everything until we receive the sweet release of death. The real solution is developing the mindset of an adult, critical mind that will analyze and seek the truth about our own history and behind all the lies we've been told to demoralize us. A mind with the discipline necessary to channel its emotion towards positive ends. We will need courage, discipline, and the restoration of our code of honor. And above all, we will need faith as we fight an evil greater than any we have fought before.